Hello, we're here to study PFSW. Let's start by technical analysis. This is the long-term chart since the company IPO. I believe the company entered the market at $37 a share, and then it collapsed completely to a close of 75 cents. The short-term chart. Well, the stock is now below the 50 days moving average, but above the 200 days moving average. So I would say it is technically mixed. It would have to cross above the 50 days and this descending trend line here to be bullish again from a short-term technical perspective. Sorry about this noise. Technical overview. PFSW is 97% below its IPO price of $37 in December 1999. There's no trend over the short term, as the stock is above the 200 days simple moving average and below the 50 days simple moving average. Fundamental analysis now. This is the share count. Since 98 it was about 13 million, then it jumped to 18 million, then to 21, and with the eCost acquisition it doubled here in 2006. The market cap now is 48 million, just $48 million, so a very small company. And the market cap declined 24% a year because when the company made its IPO it was 10 times more market cap, you can see. Okay, now the balance sheet. Long-term debt I have here at 6 million more or less, and the current ratio is low at 1.29. You know, I like it above 2, so there's short-term liquidity problems and perhaps that will lead to some dilution. The company warned about that possibility over the last 10k, so I'm a bit afraid of that. As for revenues had this big jump here. Probably there was an acquisition here. I would have to go back to those news. And expected for 2006 $432 million for a 48 million market cap. Looks like a lot, but the gross margin is very low at just 11%, and for the industry average it is much higher at 39%. And the price to sales ratio is just 0.11, and the industry average is 1.86. So this is really an interesting situation. I owned this stock for a while because back then I gave a lot of importance to the price, to the sales and the earnings per share multiples. But now I'm starting to consider net profit margin also very important, and unfortunately PFSW has a negative net profit margin of 2.2% and no price to earnings ratio because the company is losing money. The industry average is 23.5 times earnings. Fundamental overview. The share count doubled with the cost acquisition. Balance sheet is weak with the current ratio at just 1.29. Revenue multiple is very low at 0.11. Compared with the industry average of 1.86, the company lost 37.9 million since inception. So because the company keeps losing money, the sales multiple is very low. They need to be more efficient and expand those margins. There's that possibility. So I see a lot of potential in this stock, but it needs that catalyst. It needs a profitable quarter or some profitable estimates going forward to make it move sharply higher. Long-term estimates. PFSW has the potential given by the very low revenue multiple of 0.11, but it needs a positive fundamental catalyst in the form of profits to move decisively higher. Earnings will be out in April too. I'll be watching them. Earnings still for the fourth quarter of 2006, so they're coming late. At the present time I can't design my usual long-term estimates because I need a more or less predictable and positive net profit margin to do that, and PFSW doesn't have a positive net profit margin, so I can't design these long-term estimates. So my rating on a 1 to 10 scale is just 6. There's potential, a lot of it, but we need a catalyst, and I'll be watching the stock. Thank you. Bye.